Okay, so right now I'm gonna show y'all about doing how when you want to do like a cover stitch where you're gonna put your needles, and just all you have to remember is the first 3 needles is only for cover stitching, and the needles at the back is when you want to do serging, like overlock stitching or flat lock stitching or smock lock stitching. When you're serging, when you're cutting your fabrics, you always have to have a needle in the A or B position. So right now I'm just going to put my needle right here with E. See, I'm making sure that I'm not putting it in backwards, and I'm going to slide it through right here. I'm going to take my screwdriver and tighten it and tighten it so it doesn't come off. Okay, it's not coming off. It's inside secure. And the other needle, I'm gonna place it in the D position because I want to get that double stitch look. So okay, in these is stuck. It's not allowing me to push it in further, so that means I gotta loosen so it could go in better. Okay, now it's going in now. So I'm gonna tighten it. So what I'm trying to achieve is the double lot look, the double stitch look. And I'm going to show you an example. You see the stitching? That's what it's going to look like if I use those 2 needles in the front to achieve that double stitch look. And this is also a ladder stitch or a flat lock stitch. Okay, so that's a little getting off the topic, but yeah. So I hope this better explained to you the difference with the needle position. Like I say, when you want to do like a cover stitch, you want to put the needle in the first 3 position, which is C, D, and E. And when you want to do serging, most of the time you have your needle in the A or B position, which is behind the machine. You can see. So just remember that A and B is behind when you want to do serging, and when you only want to do cover stitching, you have the first 3 needles for cover stitching, top stitching, triple stitching, double stitching, or cover stitch. Okay, so I hope that better explains to you the purpose of those 5 needles. Alright, bye. Hi everybody, so right now I just want to do the cover stitch narrow. So right now you see my 3 spoons of thread. So I got this in the far back, and I got this right here, the first 2 in the front. Okay, so right now I'm going to start to thread the thread. Put it in here. Okay, so I'm going to take my thread, place it, put it towards me, and put it under the disc right here. Make sure it goes through the tension. Same thing goes for the yellow thread. Underneath the disc, make sure it goes through the tension of the plates. Same thing goes for the red. Place it here. Put it towards me, going this way. Make sure it goes through the tension. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is put my needles in the right position. So I want my needle in the C and D position. This is already in D. So I'm going to loose out this needle that's in the E position. And put it in the C position. Because I want to do a narrow stitch. Double stitch. Okay, it's not tight enough. Okay, okay, see, I got it more into the groove and it wasn't. So I had to push it up more to make sure. And now I'm going to tighten it. And make sure the D is also tightened as well. Okay, so I got my needle in the right position. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start to thread the machine. So right now I have the white thread, and I'm going to start, before I do that, I forgot. I want to move this right here because right now it's at the L, and that's when you want to serge. So right now I want to use the cover stitch. So I have to move this up. So I'm going to turn my wheel this wheel here. To see if I can move this. Okay, so I'm going to show you what's going on. Okay, so as I'm turning my wheel, which is here, this wheel, to move this, I'm going to move it all the way to the right as I can, and I'm going to move this up. This have to go to the right in order to move this. Now, if it's going to the left, it's not going to go up. It's going to get stuck. So you want this to go you want it to go to the right as far as possible, and then you're going to push it up like that. Okay. Another thing I got to remember to do too before I start threading is, another thing I got to do before I start threading is put my knife down. Turn my knife, because I'm going to be doing double stitching. And as you can see this right here, I wanted to replace this with this. This off to replace it with the other one. So I'm going to lift this up like this. And it's going to come right off. And then I'm going to slide this one in. Snap right in. So it becomes like a flatbed. Okay. As you can see, it is not closing. Right? So I'm going to move this end to R so it could close properly. So I moved, you saw that. Now it's in, it's closing. Okay, so now I'm ready to show you how to do. Okay, y'all, so anytime that you're not threading the upper loop, which is this spreader here. You want to make sure that you close it, and mine is open. I'm trying to see if I could get a better view for y'all to see. I really want y'all to see it. Okay, right now mine's is open and I want to close it, so I gotta go like this to close it. You close the hole, and you only close the hole when you're not using it. When you're not threading it, that's the only time you're closing. So I'm not going to thread it, so I'm going to keep it closed. So the next thing I want to do is change my stitching settings. So right now it's at A, and I want it at K to do the double top stitching or cover stitch. So right now I put it to K, and now I am going to start the fun part. I am going to start threading the machine. Okay, hopefully that's, let's see. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good angle to get a clear view what I'm doing. So I'm going to start threading. First thing I'm going to do is take the white thread and thread anywhere that I see brown. Turn. I want it in here, this first needle position. And I'm going to turn the needle to see if I could get it to go behind here. And get it to go behind there. Put it behind here and push it all the way back. Okay, it's there. So I'm going to place this underneath the foot like that. So that's it. It's already threaded. And I'll pull it and let y'all see. See? Pulling it. It's threaded already. So now I'm going to put back this. Make sure it goes in properly. Okay, so now I'm going to put back the plate. Okay. Snap it inside. It's already snapped inside. And oh yes, I got a thread. The first two threads. Okay. So I'm gonna thread the first one. Okay. I'm gonna start threading the hole, the first one. Put it through here. Okay, so I'm going to start threading the first one. I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to put it in the first one here. Then here. And then I'm going to put it in this first one here. Okay. And then I'm going to turn mine to get my needle. In there. Put it through the needle. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the first needle. So I'm just threading here first.
Sorry. Oh, what's it called? What's it called? Oh, sorry. Wait, Mommy.
Okay, so I'm placing the thread in the second position, the other needle.
Yeah.
I'm placing the fabric right underneath the pressure foot. I'm going to push the pressure foot down. And I'm going to start to sew. Okay. See the double stitch? Nice. It did the job. Great.
Because this is in the neck.
So there you go. Got it. Double stitch.